Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure you get that like button, that subscribe button on your way in, man. Look, man, I know Spaces has blown up. It's kind of the new thing. It's like a little chat. You get a chance to talk to your favorite battle rapper, interact with people or whatever. A lot of these niggas have made some real friendships doing this. Bro, I tried to give Spaces a chance, my nigga. I tried. I really, really did. I go into these spaces, niggas be talking crazy, bro. Niggas be talking crazy in these spaces between talking crazy and deriding these battle rappers. Because that's all these niggas be doing in these spaces, bro, is hanging on to every word these battle rappers say, bro. Every word they say, it's almost like these niggas are God or something. I don't know. I'm trying to wonder if I was ever like that. I mean, I know I used to run around and chase battle rappers for untold truth, but these niggas in these spaces be dead ass stands, bro. And it's almost disgusting. So, I was in a space. I gotta tell y'all some stuff I heard in a space, bro. This might blow your mind, bro. I was in a space and this nigga named Sheed Happens. Now, a lot of y'all may not know who this dude is. I think he was in the Ultimate Madness tournament or whatever the case. Sheed Happens is in the doggone space talking about A Ward needs to come to URL to prove that he is who he is because this is where it counts. Bro, who the hell is Sheed Happens, bro? Who the hell is Sheed Happens? And what makes you think you got the audacity to be talking trash to A Ward and you've accomplished this much in battle rap? You have literally accomplished this much in battle rap, bro. Why are so many niggas so openly dissing A Ward, bro? I don't want to act like it's a race thing. I don't think it's a race thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be a race thing. A lot of times, a lot of stuff be race stuff. I don't really want to say it's that. There's no way you watching this nigga battles and you don't realize how talented he is. So either you fishing for a battle, which I ain't completely mad at people like Nun, Jack Boy Maine. They talking crazy in these spaces too. I gotta keep it. They talking crazy too. But at least y'all niggas are trying to battle these niggas. Some of these niggas just talking crazy for free. Some of these niggas are talking crazy for free, bro. Check this out. I gotta get y'all opinion on this, man. I really gotta get y'all opinion on this. All right, so check this out, right? I understand. Let me tell you why A Ward is not on URL. Let me just get to that. All right, they tried to sign A Ward to a battle contract, bro, of at least 2 years. No guarantees, no promises. Maybe he knew the kind of money he was making. That may be the only guarantee he knew was the kind of money he was making. But it wasn't like they wanted to sign him and say, you're going to get these particular battlers right here and you're going to be on these particular cards. For A Ward, he wants more assurances. He wants more guarantees. He's already given up YouTube releases. He already given up no battling on King of the Dot, RBE, and any other league that URL deems he can battle on. So for him, he's already a star. You don't have to build him up. He don't need to hop in an Ultimate Madness tournament and get popping. He don't need to go through the Crucible and get popping. He's already a star. So for him, since URL isn't doing that, it seems to be the roadblock. I don't think he has a problem coming to URL. You offered him Twerk a couple years ago or a year or two ago to come to URL. This is before Twerk had the car accident, okay? It was a free battle. I think A Ward was willing to do it because at the time Twerk was a star. Well, he's still a star. But at the time Twerk was popping. And I think he was going to be on a decent card. And if I'm not mistaken, the car was either going to be close to his house or it was going to be like in Missouri or some Kansas City, or it was going to be close to his crib. So he was kind of looking at the logistics like, yo, I can really be close to home and have some people come out. So why he doesn't want to come to URL and battle Nun because Nun is under Twerk. And he feels like since the car accident that Twerk had, he feels like he's elevated. He's gotten better. He's battled better competition. His status is way higher than it was when you first offered him Twerk. There's an argument to make that Twerk's status since then has somewhat dropped too. He went to the Ultimate Madness tournament. He choked versus KCJ out of the tournament. He battled Surf recently, choked, did terrible in that battle. So there's an argument that he has dropped the ball in certain situations and their statuses has flip-flopped. except Twerk is still on URL. So of course he's still up here. You know what I'm saying? So for him, why should he come to URL and battle None who is under Twerk? So if I got better, give me somebody along the same lines of what I am now, or give me someone Twerk or higher. So don't give me a Jackboy Main. Don't give me a None. Don't give me people that the public perceives as under Twerk. Okay. That is the reason he is not on URL. I don't have any issue with that. I feel like he's completely right in that. He should be to come over there and get T-Top. T-Top was one of the first people I remember calling him out. T-Top is a big name on URL. He should be able to come over there and get T-Top. From there, if you want to give him a None, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give him a Jackboy Main, that's cool. But at least let him battle T-Top, maybe even Jackboy Main or None. And then from there, let him get an easy to block captain. Let him get a New Jersey Twerk. Let him get Ace Amin. Let him get Surf at some point in time down the road. Elevate and keep building each battle. Those guarantees are not promised to him, and he don't want to sign a battle. URL you're going to see moving forward that URL is going to bring some KOTD guys over there. I'm hearing Frack may come over there. I'm hearing Sharon. Obviously, it was announced for JC. I'm pretty sure that they are not signing 2-year deals, okay? URL sometimes signs people to what is called a battle deal. A battle deal, which means you battle these 2 or 3 people and then you're out of your deal. So it may not be the length of 2 years. When I talked to Jims told me he was on a 2-battle deal. He battled somebody and then he battled Ace Amin and then he was out of his deal. So why they won't give A-Ward a battle deal so that he can get out? I don't understand why, but I really do understand why. You know what I'm saying? Because signing A-Ward to a long-term deal, you got to understand the business side of it. Signing A-Ward to a long-term deal locks him up, okay? Controls his interests. Okay, that's one. Second of all, it hurts your competition because he battles a lot on RBE. So if you lock him up for 2 years, he can't battle on RBE for 2 years. So that also hurts your competition's, people that they can book as well. So it's another way of doing that. If you sign A-Ward to a battle deal and he battles like 2 or 3 people, he can knock that out in about 6 months. Then he can turn around and he can probably get on like Max Out 4 in 2022 with ARP, because they're going to do Max Out 3. Maybe somewhere down the road they'll do Max Out 4. Okay. In a way, A-Ward with a battle deal will kind of have his cake and eat it too. He will go to URL, battle 2 or 3 people, and he can end the year and have a max out. And he would have hit all these stages, battled a couple 1-rounders on the road. He would have hit every stage, URL, RBE, small room. He can jump in the King of the Dot tournament. He could do anything. I don't think they want to set a precedence of you being able to do a short deal, get out, and still battle everywhere. Because they probably signed other people similar to A-Ward to contracts as well. Maybe someone like an Av, maybe someone like a Jackboy Main, maybe someone like some of these other people. I don't know what kind of contracts they on, but maybe they signed them to a year-long or 2-year-long contracts. So why would you I'm pretty sure battlers don't want to be under contract. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to be under contract. So I understand why the league want to put you under contract, but if you're a battler, you should just want to battle. You know what I'm saying? Without being locked into any contract. So if you lock half of URL to 2-year deals and you give A-Ward a battle deal, you kind of show a little bit of favoritism. But A-Ward to me is not these other guys, bro. He's already established. He's already a star in my personal opinion. So that is why A-Ward and URL have not seen eye to eye. I do feel like A-Ward will be on URL. I really do. At some point in time, I think they will figure it out. But I think URL bringing Sharon over. I'm hearing they may bring Frack over at some point in time. Doing things like that, to me, is kind of a slap in the face to A-Ward, too. I kind of almost feel like they kind of like with A-Ward a little bit. Like, okay, you don't want to sign this contract. We'll just bring Sharon over there. We'll just get another white boy. Or we'll just bring Frack over here and we'll just get another white boy. So a little bit of that to me is digging. And it's a little bit of that is like, see, Sharon came over, so you might as well come over too. A little bit of that is that as well. I don't understand why battle rappers are trying to tell A-Ward to sign a contract, bro. I do not understand why battle rappers, hear me out. Let me repeat this. I do not understand why battle rappers would be telling another battle rapper to sign a contract. I understand why URL do it. It's in their interest. They lock up a particular person for a certain amount of time. They control their interest. They build them up and they keep them on the roster. For URL, contracts are perfect and work well for them. I don't know why battlers are pushing contracts. It's like you're pushing what the league is pushing. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, you could battle where you want to battle, get your money, keep it moving, do whatever. You can hop in the King of the Dot tournament. You can battle on RBE. You can battle on Bullpen. You can battle on overseas on another league. You can come back to URL and battle. This is a perfect world if everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. It's business, it's cutthroat, and people want to monopolize the situation. Hear me out. Every time, let me repeat this. Every time a battler comes to URL and don't sign a long contract, battles very, very short, and gets to do whatever else they want to do for the rest of the year, it is a win for the battlers. So if Sharon comes over to URL, battles JC, and then you see him on King of the Dot later on in the year, it's a win for the battlers. He was able to have his cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? If Bill Collector can jump into the King of the Dot tournament, win 100,000, then pop back on URL, it's a win. When you see Disaster come over there and battle one time and bounce, you know what I'm saying? Because he said he was in negotiations to battle Mook. I'm pretty sure he's going to battle like one time and keep it moving. It's a win. When you see Pat Stay battle real sick and then you see him somewhere else battling, it is a win for the battlers to be able to go where they want to go and battle where they want to battle. So why would you take the mindset of the machine when you're a worker? Why would you do that? It doesn't really make any sense. Which brings me to Av. I had a big problem with Av, bro. Av was on a interview. He got a caffeine show and he has an interview where he was talking about A-Ward, and he said that A-Ward needed to just sign a URL contract. He was like, you know, once you battle on like a Born Legacy or Band Legacy or something, then I'll battle you on a volume. And then in the same interview, he says, it's people over there who put in a lot of work. Almost to say like, you can't skip the line. So you got to sign a contract because that's what we did. You need to battle on like Born Legacies and Band Legacies because that's where we started. And then I'll battle you on a volume. And I'm going to repeat this, bro. Av wanted to battle on RBE versus Big K. He kind of wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to battle over there. He didn't want to come to RBE full time. He wanted to battle over there because he knew Big K was going to be one of his biggest battles, if not his biggest battle. Sure, he's battled DNA. Sure, he's battled Real Sick. Sure, he was going to battle Twerk. Sure, he's battled Arsenal. But Virginia versus Virginia, Puncher versus Puncher, Big K versus Av has been brewing for a while. It will kind of be Av's biggest look. He kind of knew Big K probably wouldn't be coming to URL because of his affiliation with RBE and how he's so against contracts. So he tried to figure out a way to do the battle on RBE. So we had a conversation with ARP. They got to negotiation. They talked numbers. They got a contract and everything is sent it to Av. So Av was all in. I don't care what Av said. He was all in. So I need y'all to keep following this story. I'm about to tell y'all a story. So he then goes back and tells Chico that he's thinking about doing the battle on RBE. And Chico, being the smart guy that he is like, hell no, I can't afford you to leave URL. Sign this contract and I'm going to lock you in. And once you get locked in, you can no longer do the Big K battle. That's smart for URL. They don't want to let Av go. I understand. I'm never mad at URL for blocking battles, bro. Not me personally. It's a business. I get it. I'm always mad at the battler because they don't stand on their morals or they don't stand on their word or whatever. He signs a contract and then has to tell ARP he can no longer do the battle. Okay. Now, the same thing you were trying, listen to this, bro. Listen to this. The same thing you were against A-Ward doing. Coming to URL, battling a top dog, and keeping it moving was the exact same thing you were trying to do on RBE. Come to RBE, battle a big dog in Big K, and keep it moving. Y'all had the same agenda, different leagues. Okay? Follow me now. Keep following the story. Okay. So my thing is, what has Av done on RBE? I haven't seen him on any Lift Your Soul. I haven't seen him on any Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He ain't put one brick on brick by brick on RBE. But he wanted to skip the line and get what was a big battle on RBE. It's going to be one of the biggest battles in RBE history. Av versus Big K probably was going to be on a max out. May have been under Cassidy and Hitman on a major card. But he gets in an interview and tells A-Ward, just sign a contract. But if you battle on a Born Legacy, then I'll battle you on a volume. It's people that put in work over here. You can't skip the line. I respect it coming from P. That's P's job. P is supposed to bring A-Ward in, start him at the bottom, and get him to the top. He's not going to bring A-Ward to URL and put him on Summer Madness. I would never expect P and Beasley and Chico and Smack to do that. They bring you in, say, okay, I'll put you on a super fight. No, you did good on super, put you on a volume. Did good on a volume, put you on a gnome. And keep building you up. What I don't understand is why battlers keep pushing an agenda of a company that they work for. Especially when you try to do the same thing. You didn't come over there and put in any pain like Rosenberg Raw, Oops, and Show Off did. You didn't put one brick over there, but you wanted to jump the line. Same thing you don't want A-Ward to do. Jump the line and battle a top dog. It's not like you was coming over there to battle Show Off and start at the bottom and then work your way up. Let's see. We're going to start at a Lift Your Soul, then a Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then we'll maybe get to a max out. You was coming straight to max out. You was coming straight to max out. So knowing that, why are y'all against A-Ward skipping the line? Every time a person skips the line and finds a hole in the machine, it works out for y'all in the long run. Because of Disaster, Pat Stay, Sharon, Frack, A-Ward was coming over there for 1 or 2 battle deals. Then when you go to URL, you can say, look, I just want the same deal you gave Disaster. I just want a 1 or 2 battle deal because I want to go over here and smoke Big K. This is what bothers me when I get into these spaces, bro. These niggas be talking like workers. You know what I'm saying? And they push agendas that don't even be their agendas. It makes no sense for a battler to be encouraging people to sign contracts. Nobody should really want contracts in battle rap. Yeah, you want a contract for the battle you're battling, but after that, you want to be a free agent. In a perfect world, you would battle and be a free agent. So I'm never going to be like, oh, yay, contracts. I'll sign it because that's just what they do on URL. I'll sign it because that's what they do on King of the Dot. If you win the King of the Dot chain, you can't really battle anywhere else. That's why you don't see the King of the Dot champion moving all around. You got to defend the chain on King of the Dot. So I'm going to do what the league needs me to do because I got to play by their rules. But in a perfect world, I can do what I want to do. So I'm never going to tell another man to do something ultimately I know I don't really want to do either. Which is why I don't understand. I get into these spaces and people talk crazy. I get into these spaces and I swear to God, bro, if they cut my camera on in a space, I could smoke half these niggas. I need y'all to tell me if I'm tripping. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I am tripping. So it's just my thoughts, man. Shout out to A Ward. You know what I'm saying? Had a great year, bro. And I think a lot of this, at the end of the day, boils down to jealousy. A lot of these battlers are jealous because A Ward has been able to do what they haven't done. And that is basically become top 5 champion of the year, become top tier, become talked about, you know what I'm saying, without ever being on URL. There's some people right now who have signed contracts to URL that don't even know what caffeine look like. They never even had the opportunity to go there. They don't even know when the next time they'll be on a super fight, a volume or whatever. They don't know. So they look at A Ward and say, this dude really is blowing up without the machine. And I'm on the machine, but I ain't blowing up. Look how long Ryder has been signed to URL and been on URL for a very long time, bro. Ryder was on URL before I even got locked up. He been on URL many years. He isn't sniffing A Ward's success, but he's battled people similar to A Ward. He's gotten opportunities, bro. He's battled JCs and stuff. He's battled names. But at the end of the day, A Ward maximizes his potential. At the end of the day, maximize his potential. If he comes to URL, there's not one person on URL I can just say will beat this dude, bruh. There's not one person. I can look at the landscape and be like, oh, I wonder how he'll do versus Lux. Oh, I wonder how he'll do versus Surf. You know, I wonder how he'll do versus Clips for 3 rounds. I wonder how he'll do versus this person. There's not any money that I can just put up and just say, yo, this dude on URL will smoke him. It's certain environments I don't feel like A Ward will probably thrive in. And a lot of it has to do with the optics. You know, sometimes when you look at a battle, based on the way the stage is and how much cheering is going on and how much groups are really hyping it up, go back to Geechee Gotti versus K-Shine. If you look at that battle, there's a lot of NWX biasness in that battle. And I'm not saying K-Shine didn't win, but I'm just saying Geechee had to fight for every damn cheer he got. The optics looked like K-Shine was beating him pretty easily. Sometimes you look at these caffeine and you see like maybe there's a lot more favoritism on the West Coast. Maybe there's more people for them. It'll look like you're winning a battle. But when I look at Loso and Twerk won the battle, but you got all of these Goonie guys going crazy for Twerk's bars. Lou Castro, all these other people going crazy. All Loso got is A Ward. The optics look bad for Loso. It looks like he's getting killed on the stage. When if you really just look at the bars, the battle is closer. He lost, and I don't think it's like debatable. I think he lost the battle. But if you look at the optics, you would have thought he got killed. And that's why I be saying how the optics of a battle will make A Ward look like he lost. Imagine if he battled Surf and Surf is being, he got Rock. Hey, yo, Rock. He's going crazy and he got Easy, going crazy after every bar. And all he got is a quiet Loso. The optics will look like Surf is smoking him. So there's a few battlers on URL that if he battled on a big stage, the optics will never look good for him. And it's all the popular people, Twerk, Easy to Block, Captain, Surf. The optics will never look good for him. But when you really look at the battle and study the battle, you're going to realize this dude was smoking niggas. So that's my thoughts, man. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Holla at your boy.